everyone. I hope you're doing well today. I'm Taffany, and I want to welcome you to Tika's Gardens. This is what it is looking like today. It is Friday morning, and when I woke up, the temperature said about 32 degrees, but feels like 21. It has been gloomy and cold all week. But for the last 3 weeks, we have had a lot going on here at our home. Between my vacation and then coming back, I worked on a project that I mentioned to you a few videos back in December. And we also have a remodel going on that I will show you in another video. But today, since it's cold and it's dreary and I really don't want to get outside, I want to talk about this fireplace mantle. If you remember back in the video where I decorated the mantle for the winter, I talked about a project we had coming up that I wanted to redo it. When we moved into the house, I noticed that the tile that you see on our fireplace is the same tile that is used in all of the bathrooms on the fireplace. And I told my husband I think they must have had a sale on this tile because they've used it everywhere. Same with a certain wallpaper. And I really don't like it, but we really don't have the budget to have someone come in and bust out the tile and everything and reface and redo this fireplace. So we're fixing up our fireplace on a budget. In the video where I'm decorating the mantle, you can see that it's just, it's a nice looking fireplace, plain looking. I hate the tile. It doesn't match. I don't know why they put it here, but it's not bad. But I wanted to paint the fireplace wall a deep, rich color so that it becomes not just an accent piece, but a bold statement. So that's what we did. We painted our fireplace and we added tile on top of the ugly tile. We did a heat-resistant peel and stick tile. So let me kind of take you through what we did here. So basically, to start out, I painted the fireplace wall and mantle and sides using a brush. So I got the first coating on using a brush, and then my husband came behind me and he did a second coating using his paint sprayer, which gave us a nice, even, smooth paint layer on the fireplace. And then as you go down to the floor, the part of the fireplace on the floor is tiled. So what we did with that was we painted that same paint color onto the tile. So my husband sanded all of the tile on the fireplace to remove the shiny glaze coat on it. And then we used a bonding primer. Well, after we sanded it, we, of course, cleaned it to make sure the surface was clean. And then we used a bonding primer. And then once that dried, he was able to spray the paint onto it. And it has stuck, and we haven't had any problems with peeling or anything. And then the tile layer around the fireplace is where we added the new tile. So you can kind of see my husband painting here. And in the last clips, you'll see what the tile looks like. I didn't take video of adding the tile. I did the tile myself, I must say, and everyone who looks at it says I did a great job. So, yeah, we redid our fireplace. So just kind of take a look and see what we did, and I will come back a little bit later. Just a little side note. You can't see fully, but my husband is off to the side there dancing, doing his own little happy dance now that the painting is done. So I just had to stick that in there, but you could kind of see him jiggling a little bit, but that's what he's doing, his own version of happy dance. Back to the subject at hand. Now that the painting is done, I want to share with you my idea board or style board or design board, whatever you would like to call it. There are things that still haven't been done to the room yet, but we're on our way. So the color that we used for the fireplace is called Espresso Beans, and it is from Behr. We would eventually like to go ahead and paint the remainder of the room in that night blooming jasmine, which is a white shade, but a nice creamy white shade, soft and gentle. So it will brighten the room up more, and it will, I feel like, provide a nice contrast with the fireplace. We also, as I mentioned before, used a tile that, is supposed to have some heat resistance, so we'll see how it holds up. And I have some sage green pillows that I will be putting out for the spring when I decorate for spring. So I'm going to try to stay in the green family for my accents for the room. But this is kind of the direction I wanted to go in. I didn't want to do a black fireplace because I thought that might be a little bit too stark for me. So I went as close to black as I could get, while still keeping some warmth in the color. And this is a very deep, rich chocolate color. And I really like how it turned out. So I also have included in here some of the things that we did use, which will also be in the description box. To attach the tile to the fireplace, I used the Gorilla Construction Glue adhesive for extra adhesive to make sure it doesn't fall off, because I know when looking up adhesive tiles or self-sticking tiles, I saw a lot of people talk about how tiles, were coming off when they put them on their kitchen backsplash and things like that, that the adhesive wouldn't hold up. So I went with the construction glue to make sure it stuck. And again, I mentioned earlier, we used a bonding primer, which is by Sticks, which is a Benjamin Moore product. So all of that stuff I have here and will be in the description box. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this quick little fireplace makeover, and I hope it inspires you to do something in your home for this new upcoming spring season. All right, guys, see you in the next video.